Nina Lin's apology appeared on Instagram after days of silence, but not before the internet had already seen what happened. What began as a few uncomfortable clips on Twitch spiraled into one of the most discussed cases of boundary crossing between streamers in months. The footage was public, the reactions were everywhere, and eventually the pressure became impossible to ignore. When I first read her apology, something didn't add up. The tone was polished, professional, but the timing was reactive. It didn't sound like accountability, it sounded like crisis control. So today, I want to go through this apology piece by piece and compare what Nina Lin said to what actually happened. Because when you line up the words with the evidence, it's clear that's not what happened. Nina Lin's apology appeared on Instagram after days of silence, but not before the internet had already seen what happened. Her apology opens as a familiar phrase: false and skewed narratives. That line right there is doing all the heavy lifting. It frames everything that follows as either a rumor or exaggeration, but there's no narrative there. There's just raw footage. In one clip, Nina is seen disguise Toast in a way that clearly makes him uncomfortable, and Toast later confirmed what happened. When the person involved matches the footage, you can't call that false. You can only call that caught.
You ready, Emily? You ready?
Yeah, go ahead, Nina.
All right.
Okay,
Actually not that bad.
I know. Concentrating on the butter.
Okay, girl.
No, Nina! Oh my! Wow, you have the best masseuse, Toast.
Good.
Wow, she is so bold.
Later, she said she didn't intend harm. That's something we hear a lot in these kinds of statements. Intent is easy to claim when the evidence looks bad, but intent doesn't undo the impact. We've seen creators use "I didn't mean to" as a shield instead of a mirror, a way to avoid seeing the real damage.
It's a crime, and people that say that it's not. I don't know what you think sexual assault is. As a person that's literally dealt with sexual assault previously, it has taken a lot, like a large total on my head, and it did affect me a lot. And this situation did bring back those memories. I mean, I'm grateful for having friends and stuff like that, and they did reach out to me just to make sure I'm okay.
What you're hearing isn't outrage, it's exhaustion. The kind that comes from watching people debate your pain instead of believing it. And when you hear that kind of honesty, Nina's "I didn't intend harm" starts sounding a lot more hollow. Then comes the pivot. She suggests that coverage from other creators re-traumatize the victim and weaponize the entire situation. So in other words, the real harm came not from her actions, but from the people talking about them. That argument collapses fast because Saeed himself made it clear that what hurt him wasn't the people talking about it, it was what happened to him in the first place.
Silk here now. Nobody making fun of you ever again, you heard?
You guys literally saved me. I'm not even joking.
You can't fake that kind of relief. That's what the truth sounds like. You don't talk like that if coverage made things worse. You talk like that when you finally feel seen. To understand why this apology feels performative, you have to look at the pattern.
I've never been in a relationship, but I have relationship problems with my little brother, really bad ones. So I was like 8, he was 6, and I was like, I have a little brother, I didn't know that. So I was really aggressive with my younger brother, and he was like 6. So I beat him until he was like 15 or 13, all the way there, and like Child Protective Services came. We had to fly to China to evade the police and Child Protective Services because they were gonna put us in foster care. My dad almost got arrested because they thought it was my dad beating him, but it was actually me, and I beat him more to not say anything to the police when they got interrogated, and then he got released. I think it wasn't the physical beating that was the worst part, it was the mental. Like, it really hindered him, it disabled him from like being able to express himself. It took me like 6 years to say sorry to him. So I only know how to be loud and aggressive, right?
She framed that story as self-awareness, but what it really showed was comfort with control and an absence of empathy until consequences arrived.
Wait, you didn't fully tell us about your type.
My type is the obeying type. I need obeying, I need you to listen. Not too much talking, shut up when you need to. Mind your own business. Make sure my business is running good. Your wallet is my wallet, my wallet is my wallet. Yeah, any girls you talk to better be your sister or your mom. And then any of your brothers that are homies that have to check in with me. Location is always on, and I have an air tag in your car without you knowing.
Valid. What if she wants a slave? And what about it? It's her type.
And then if we do score breeding purposes, and in to bed, do not touch me while I'm sleeping because I like to start fish.
That's not independence, that's ownership. The same obsession with control she's already admitted to before. When someone tells you what kind of person they are, believe them. What gets lost in all the noise is the person at the center. Saeed.
The lowest point of my
And I'd
life.
do it again and again and again if I had to, bro. My dog, nigga. You good, bro. Stop crying, bro.
You
good.
saved me, Silky. Like, I'm not even joking. You saved me.
I love you, dog.
You saved me.
It's hard to reconcile that image. A man genuinely traumatized with the tone of Nina's apology, which reads like a press release. Accountability isn't about saying sorry on schedule. It's about saying sorry when no one's watching. So I was literally editing this video and then this happened. Yep, 1 week, that's it. And at first I wasn't even going to include it, but honestly, it just fits too perfectly because it tells you everything about where Twitch's priorities really are. This is the same platform where serious conversations around abuse and misconduct are handled behind closed doors, if they're even handled at all. We still don't know the full truth behind the situation between Emaru and Mizkif. From what's been said publicly, even insiders like Asmongold have admitted they don't know the full extent of what was going on, and neither did OTK. Both Emaru and Mizkif kept things pretty quiet for a long time, and now other female streamers, and even some women outside of Twitch, are allegedly trying to come forward too. It's a repeating pattern. The same silence, the same avoidance, until the internet forces someone to react. Meanwhile, the ASMR section keeps edging closer to softcore every month, and somehow that's fine. And just a couple weeks ago, this happened.
Hey guys, my baby's coming out of there soon. I got a baby delivery service. They would just get the hell out of this thing already. I've been waiting for her for a long time. I just want her to get the hell out already.
A few moments later.
Hell no, man. What the?
Yep, that's the CEO of Twitch personally congratulating a streamer for giving birth live on stream. That's the moral line of this platform. So when Nina Lin comes back after a week, none of this will be shocking. It's just consistent and sad. Twitch doesn't care about accountability. It cares about attention, no matter how bad. And as long as the numbers go up, it'll keep pretending everything is fine. I started this video to talk about one person, but it stopped being about her halfway through. Because the truth is, Nina Lin isn't the disease, she's a symptom. Twitch keeps rewarding the same behavior it publicly condemns, because outrage is profitable and silence is convenient. Accountability isn't a PR statement, it's what you do when nobody's watching. And if a week-long ban is all it takes to wipe a situation like this clean, then maybe Twitch isn't broken. Maybe it's working exactly as intended. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit like, drop a comment with your take, and subscribe so we can keep holding people like this accountable. I'll be watching to see how this one plays out.